दिनों बाद आई है, इसी से सारे क्वेश्चन पूछ लेना।
आज तो मेन प्लेयर आ गया।
हेलो एंड वेलकम एवरीबॉडी। सब और ज्यादा वेलकम वेदा को, क्योंकि वेदा आपने बहुत टाइम के बाद हमें आज ज्वाइन किया है पैनल पे, and it's really nice to have Joyda has not one person that he keeps fighting with but two today.
That's good. I'm back after a long time, and I'm back for the RCB game. So that's the main catch.
I'm always fighting with two, whether they're in the screen, on screen or not. Always two. You know, I see Rima ji with the one body and two heads. No problem.
ये वेदा हर शो में मैं कहीं ना कहीं से तुमको लेके आ रही थी।
She never
was fighting
let us
alone.
miss Veda.
Good, na? I'm proud of you.
फिर वेदा
all
said
yours,
मैं
Veda.
से आ नहीं रही हूँ इतने टाइम से, अब फाइनली
RCB has won the toss, and they're going to bowl first. Today is the day.
Okay, today might be the day. It better be the day where they play decent at least, because last time वाली performance हमें फिर नहीं देखनी है. And we cannot say, of course, that they are a bad side or anything. उनका दिन नहीं था, नहीं चले, but 68 all out definitely not expected from a team like RCB. They are still in the competition very much. 5 मैच वैसे भी जीत चुके हैं. RR on the other hand, one of the best teams right now in the tournament, as we can say. But Veda, let's start with you saying something about the battle today against RCB against RR.
Well, RCB RR is going to be very intense. We saw how it panned out in the last game. Yuzi Chahal playing against his previous side. Devdutt Padikkal playing against the previous side. It was kind of a battle. You could see that intensity, and it must have kind of settled down now. And we did have the last laugh last time. So I'm just hoping that it continues the same, and RCB goes through. I'm going to steal Joyda's word, banker, today. Hopefully, Virat comes back to his own, and he's been a banker all these years, and not just for RCB, for the entire span of cricket, what he's played for the Indian team or whatever it is. So hopefully, he comes out breaking all the shackles and does well today.
But that is true. We really hope he does bounce back. Everyone's waiting for him to bounce back. I mean, his form is of concern right now. Joyda was also mentioning the other day, thode tired hai, maybe needs to just rest it out. But he's also too big a player to be rested or dropped out. So we have to still keep him there and wait for that knock to arrive, right, Joyda?
Yeah, absolutely. In cricket, we put too much pressure in India on some of the players who are having a bit of a off time, because we know in football, when Cristiano Ronaldo doesn't score in 6-7 games, somebody else is scoring, you're winning, so they don't talk about it. Messi doesn't score in 7-8 games, but in cricket, Virat Kohli is supposed to get 50 in every game, and he's had a bit of a cold run, but that can happen. Anybody who plays for so long with such intensity, with such passion, with such results will always have a period, and that goes for all the greats, including the Don Bradmans, who've had a lean period at some point in time. He's in the middle of that. I would really leave him alone. I don't even look at him. One day I see him back, and he's just as if he was never out of form. That's the quality of the player.
True.
And he'll open today. Hafiz just said that Virat will open, so that's a good move to get him on top of the order where he's done well for us.
She's not here. Inside info. He's not here. He's not being missed.
He just mentioned it in the toss.
Connection is unbelievable.
From the TV.
But remember, this was a point we even discussed the last time. We said, yeah, Virat ko shayad bhejo opening karo. I think Abhijit, were you the one to say it, or Debash is one of you? What do you think, Abhijit? Aaj opening bhi karenge to?
Debash has made him bat between 1 and 11 every place to make him get runs.
What do you think,
Abhijit?
I think
it's a good decision. Obviously, trying something different, and I think Virat is comfortable batting at opening as. So good decision, and I think last time we spoke was to defeat Rajasthan Royals first, they need to these two chase. So, but I was surprised, to be honest, that RCB has decided to field first. But it will be interesting. Let's see how it is. Good thing is, like, the match is happening in Pune. I saw some of the supporters here who said कि यार हम तो last 2 matches हमारे हक के छीन गए थे. So it's good to be back in the stadium.
Are you at the ground, Abhijit?
Yes, yes.
Oh, nice.
Yes, and he sent us some videos as well, which we will be playing at the end of the
Super.
show. But for now, let's go to Rima. So, okay, Virat से तो हम expect कर ही रहे हैं, but overall, I think हम पूरी RCB, especially the batting lineup से हम expect कर रहे हैं. Especially Faf du Plessis, हमने उनको देखा है on that one knock which he hit of 96, but otherwise he's been very, up and down. And as a captain, as a batsman, we really expect a lot out of him today. So what do you have to say, Rima?
एब्सोल्युटली प्रिया, देखिए क्योंकि उनको ना सामने से साथ नहीं मिल रहा था। अनुज रावत फ्लॉप जा रहे थे, मैक्सवेल ने सिर्फ एक 50 मारा, विराट कोहली लगातार फ्लॉप जा रहे थे। तो कई बार वो बर्डन आप अपने ऊपर लेते हैं कि मैं एक्स्ट्रा 20-25 रन कर लूँ, और वहीं पे वो अपनी एक्स्ट्रा शॉट्स खेल रहे थे। लेकिन वो ऐसे प्लेयर हैं, जब उनका साथ मिलेगा विराट कोहली का या किसी भी और प्लेयर का साथ मिलेगा, तो वो जो उनका जो रन्स बनाने का परसेंटेज है वो ऑटोमेटिकली बढ़ जाएगा। लेकिन पहले अब बॉलिंग कर रहे हैं, तो मैं चाहूंगी इतने रन्स लीक ना करें, क्योंकि वो जो एक्स्ट्रा लास्ट में रन्स लीक करते हैं ना, वो सर्ददी का कारण बनता है। तो आज बॉलिंग पे पहले उन्होंने चूज़ किया है, हेज़लवुड पे नज़र रहेंगी, सिराज पे नज़र रहेंगी, और एक बैटल रहेगा हसरंगा वर्सेस संजू सैमसन, क्योंकि वो उनके अगेंस्ट काफ़ी बार उन्होंने उनको 6 में से शायद 4-5 बार आउट भी किया है। सो वो बैटल देखने को मिलेगा। और क्या लॉ ऑफ एवरेज आएगा? क्या बटलर आउट होंगे? ऐसा नहीं है वो कभी आउट नहीं हुए। तो मुझे लगता है कि पहले आप बैटिंग बाद में कर रहे हैं, पहले ये सोचेंगे किस तरह से आप इतनी डेंजरस बैटिंग लाइनअप में विकेट्स लेंगे, कैसे आप प्रेशर क्रिएट करेंगे।
राइट, राइट। और क्या एक्सपेक्ट कर सकते हैं एज अ कैप्टन? उनकी स्ट्रैटेजी आज क्या होनी चाहिए वेदा आरसीबी की?
Well, first thing first, we know that how good RR is when it comes to their bowling. So as much as they can contain up front, power play will be very important. Considering Josh Butler is in a form of his life, so unko kaise they're gonna keep quiet is something which is we'll be looking at, and having Josh Hazelwood and Siraj ball up front. If there is some kind of movement off the pitch or in the air, I think can trouble Josh Butler a little bit. So that will be the main thing, how they're going to go about it. And if they can contain them probably for 160 or 170, there'll be a good chance for RCB chasing it. And we know that RCB's got a very long batting lineup. It is just that there will be days where nothing works out as a batter, and I've been in those situations myself, so I know how it feels. But it's about how you put it away and come back. They gave a long rope to Anuj Rawat. He did score 50 odd in one of the games, but I think this is where it kind of settles down. We wanted Virat to open, and we've got that today. We've got Rajat Patidar, who's going to come in at number 3, probably if the wicket falls early. Otherwise, we might see Maxwell walking in. So that is the main area where we have to score bulk of runs from the top 4, and then Dinesh Karthik is doing what he's doing. So it will
True.
be a proper platform for him to come and score runs in the end.
True, absolutely. If they all click, even Maxwell, we're hoping that he also does his good knock today. And then, of course, Dinesh Karthik and Shehbaz Ahmed are there, who have been consistent, but it's also not right to put a lot of weight on their shoulders, right, Joyda?
Yeah, absolutely. I see this one as a very close game. I feel that there are two really big wigs going at each other. If they both play at their potential, we're in for a cracker. The only time that this game can fall flat on its face is when one of the teams are not playing to their potential, because the other team is so much better. See, if both teams play at 100%, even at 95%, then we'll see that a really cracking game. And what happened to RCB? Everybody has games like that. People who have won tournaments have had games like that. You just forget about it like a bad dream, and you just carry on. You just put it out of the system. You don't discuss it too much, because we all know such evenings come once in a while. We just gotta put it aside and get on with it. But I look at this as a really cracking game. The only place where I feel that Royals are a bit of a suspect is if Josh Butler gets early. How much is the batting going to hold up? Because they've been so dependent. One set has been taken. The lack of match time for the others is not much. And it's good that RCB is bowling first, because they have the firepower to get people out. And I want them to attack. 2 slips. It's a new Coca-Cola ball. Whether it's grass or not, these bowlers will swing it on any wicket. It's a new ball. So, just attack him. Try and get him out. Don't try and contain him. If you get him out, then you're in the game. If you don't get him out, okay, still in the game. But if you get him out, you're really in the game. You got him into the game. So I feel that would be a nice way to go about it.
And we don't know how if that's really going to happen. I was just talking to Abhijit. हाँ
पावर
जी,
प्ले
हाँ
में
जी,
अगर
हाँ
2 विकेट ले लेती है आरसीबी,
जी।
उसके बाद पता चलेगा कितना प्रेशर आरआर ले सकती है, क्योंकि इतना ज़्यादा उनका बैटिंग डेप्थ नहीं है। नंबर 6 या 7 पे अश्विन आ रहे हैं, पराग को इतना ज़्यादा एक्सपोज़र मिला नहीं है। सो वहाँ पे टेस्टिंग टाइम शुरू होगा आरआर का। सो इम्पोर्टेंट रहेगा ओपनिंग से, चाहे वो सिराज डाले, चाहे वो हेज़लवुड डालें, इम्पोर्टेंट रहेगा। वहाँ पे कोशिश ये होती है जयदीप ने कहा कि आप उनको विकेट लेने के लिए चाहिए, कंटेनमेंट टी20 में काम नहीं है।
And both these bowlers have the capability to bowl such balls where it get really good batters out.
Yeah.
One is a test match, both are test match bowlers. One is a regular test match bowler, and the other guy is also playing for India. So these guys have balls where you can get out defending, not hitting. So they have the capability. Today, whatever juice is this little bit, on a fresh wicket, we all played the game, we know. Batting second में लगता है थोड़ा कुछ इसमें खेला गया है, थोड़ा चला गया. First up, there's a little bit you always feel that's there. A little bit of freshness, if I may say so.
एंड ऑन दी अदर साइड वो फाइट भी कर रहे हैं, जैसे जोयदा आप कह रहे थे ना कि वन ऑफ द बेस्ट टीम्स इन द टूर्नामेंट एंड आल्सो बीइंग शेकन अप फ्रॉम दैट लास्ट लॉस, both are not at that 100%, and at the same time RR being a team that's not just consistently performing but having both the current orange cap and the purple cap holders both in their team, the team is actually very strong. The point about Joss Butler is correct that अगर उनको आउट किया तो एक बड़ी विकेट ले लेंगे वो, and then they'll probably feel more confident about winning today's game. But then talking about Joss Butler himself and his form right now, the form of his life that he's in, 300s he has already hit. Could he do that again today, Reema?
कर सकते हैं, देखिए फॉर्म उनके पास है, लेकिन हर मैच में आप उनसे उम्मीद नहीं कर सकते। आप उम्मीद करते हैं लेकिन आप उन पे प्रेशर नहीं डाल सकते, और अगर जॉस बटलर इस फॉर्म का और यूज़ करते हैं तो एक अलग ही रिकॉर्ड बनेगा यहाँ पे। लेकिन ऐसा नहीं है, जैसे सामने हेज़लवुड है, सिराज है, आपका दिन ज़रूर बुरा रहा था जब लास्ट मैच था, लेकिन हर दिन वो बैड डे नहीं होता, इतना बुरा कोलैप्स नहीं होता। परफॉर्मेंस खराब हो सकती है हर मैच में, लेकिन बैड डे रोज़ नहीं हो सकते, तो इसलिए इतना आसान नहीं रहेगा। क्या प्लानिंग के साथ आते हैं, प्लानिंग बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट होगी। क्या आरसीबी के पास कोई प्लान है बटलर को आउट करने का, या प्लान ए के बाद प्लान बी है? सो वो देखना चाहूंगी। क्या बॉलर्स उनको आउटसाइड ऑफ स्टंप फुल लेंथ करवाते हैं स्टार्टिंग में, क्या 2 स्लिप के साथ जाते हैं या स्टंप्स पे अटैक करते हैं? सो उस पर डिपेंड करेगा कैसी शुरुआत हुई। पावर प्ले, जैसे वेदा ने कहा था स्टार्टिंग में, टी20 इज ऑल अबाउट पावर प्ले का गेम है, चाहे वो बॉलिंग हो चाहे वो बैटिंग हो। सो अगर एक फ्लाइंग स्टार्ट मिलती है आरआर को, तो कहीं ना कहीं बैकफुट पे जा सकते हैं आरसीबी। लेकिन अगर आप वहीं 1 या 2 विकेट ले लेते हैं, तो फिर यार कह सकते हैं आरसीबी ने टॉस जीता है, पहले फील्डिंग का फैसला लिया है। अगर उनको 160-70 पे रोकते हैं तो वो चेजेबल है इस विकेट पे।
और हम हमेशा ये कहते हैं ना कि आरआर आता है एक प्लान के साथ, इसीलिए वो अभी चल रहे हैं अभी तक। ऑफ कोर्स आप कह रहे हैं जॉस बटलर अगर आउट हो जाते हैं तो फिर बाकी कौन, बट they always have a plan. So let's talk a little bit about Sanju Samson. Batsmen भी अच्छे चल रहे हैं, कैप्टेंसी भी अच्छी कर रहे हैं। Veda, your views?
Abhi, like it's been a couple of seasons since Sanju is leading, so he is not new to this. So the RR franchisee has backed him so much when he was not doing well. Now it's like they're reaping rewards for what they've sown, and he's doing really well. I mean, only complaint I had is that he's not coming up the order to bat. He's not batting at number 3. That was it's kind of a concern, which I felt would be the reason for them to score probably 180, 192, like if they're ending up at 165, that extra 15 runs what Sanju is capable of doing. We know how gifted he is when it comes to batting and how powerful he is. And as a captaincy point of view, when you have good bowlers, the captaincy kind of becomes easy. I feel like he's got those kind of bowlers. He's got Ashwin, who's very smart. He's got Chahal, who's been doing fantastically well. And at the same time, he's got Trent Bolt and Prasidh Krishna, who looks like a different Prasidh Krishna now after that West Indies series. So when you have good bowlers in the mix, I don't think so. You have to break your head too much when it comes to captaincy, and it comes off pretty easily, because these are the guys who are going to do it. It's not like someone will bowl 2 overs and you have to get in a 6th bowler or a 7th bowler to fill in those overs. So these guys will give you their full quota. So that might have made it a little bit easier, but nothing to take away from Sanju. He's been doing tremendously well, but I'd like him to bat a little higher up, but not today.
Do you agree with that though, Abhijit? What Veda's saying?
Yeah, I also want Kohli to score runs
No,
today.
not with the
But
fact that RCB should win. That we know.
Joyda is shaking head. You probably should ask him. Ask him.
RCB
I
are
think
playing with 12 people today. How can they play? How can they compete with? How can RR compete with 11 people? RCB is playing with 13 people today.
no, but I think I'm surprised that Riyan Parag is again given some chance. I think they could have probably
Hmm.
given maybe chance to Navdeep Saini. I mean, he's a bowler, still they can given him, or maybe Karun Nair. So I think he's got a lot of chance. I think with the batting lineup of RR is concerned, I think they're pretty much set up. I don't think much changes is required. Pretty balanced team. Again, they're batting first. I think favorites to win.
I mean, we've also seen Padikkal, Hetmeyer also playing good knocks on some in some of the matches, and I guess they'll also do their job maybe today. It really depends on how the bowling is from the RCB side, and everyone's expecting it to be really good today. Joyda, what have you got to say about the wicket today? It's since the match is happening in Pune.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if it's see what often happens is although we are playing on the same strip on the square, each strip is different. So unless we have a look at it, it's difficult to comment on whether there is grass, lack of grass, is it going to turn, is it looking a little dry. But also, it's very important here to realize that we're talking about Josh Butler so much, but when Josh Butler doesn't score runs, see all
Yeah.
these players you said Sanju and Hetmeyer who have done well with Josh Butler going great guns at the other end. But when he is gone, who takes the mantle? Who takes the team to 170, 180? But one is taking responsibility in playing, and one is adding to the party, the kitty. So adding to the kitty is not easier, but when you have to contribute, adding and contributing, you're the main contributor, and then people are adding. That's where I still feel Rajasthan Royal batting is a bit of a question. Their bowling is superb all round. Their batting is a bit of a question if for some reason Butler goes early. And
True.
I have a feeling that that just might happen today.
Good, Joyda. You're on my team now.
Which
Law of
means
average.
which means you're supporting
Law of
us.
average.
Yeah, Sanju Samson will get 100 today.
Yeah.
Now I
That's
don't like you. I just liked you for like 30 seconds.
But it is true. Law of averages. Everyone is expecting Josh Butler to probably not do so well today, and then we'll
And
have
the
to
law of
wait
averages should work for Virat Kohli as well on the other side.
on the other side.
Again, I like you for 10 seconds.
All right, but logically on paper के हिसाब से जैसा जोयदा आप कह रहे हैं कि राजस्थान की बैटिंग आप थोड़ी सी वीक लग रही है, at the same time you feel
No,
on
मुझे
paper.
untested लग रहा है, weak नहीं, untested लग रहा है. Weak is not the right word, untested. अभी
Yeah.
एग्जाम पे पेपर मिला नहीं
We
हाथ
have to see जब वो
पढ़ाई करके
निकलते
आए
हैं तो कोई
निकले
और
कुछ
हेल्प
पता
करता
नहीं
है
है.
या नहीं.
We don't know whether they have how well they'll do because they haven't given the exam as yet.
Yeah. So Veda का साथ नहीं देना या ना देना is not the question. The
It's
question
just that it is me. He
logically
doesn't want to fully agree. He knows, but he doesn't want to agree.
which is a better team, Joyda?
RCB is a better team.
See,
Yeah.
10 more
Veda
seconds.
ने आज सिर्फ पैनल पे आके डरा दिया.
on paper, when I see both the teams, I feel RCB. This game is about match winners. It's not a 5-day game where the weight of every player comes in. This is about you have 4 or 5 players, match winners. If we see in the history of IPL, there are 3 or 4 people who had really good seasons for their team to win the IPL. It's not that all 11 performed. So if I look team to team, I have a feeling that RCB is more weighty. They have more firepower.
Do you agree, Reema?
बिल्कुल देखिए जैसे कि जॉयदर ने कहा था कि टेस्टेड नहीं है आरआर लेकिन सामने मैच विनर्स है लेकिन आरआर के पास फॉर्म है सैमसंग अच्छी बैटिंग कर रहे हैं देवदत्त पादिक्कल अच्छी बैटिंग कर रहे हैं बटलर तो पर्पल पैच चल रहा है हेटमायर अच्छी बैटिंग कर रहे हैं लेकिन जब 2 विकेट स्टार्टिंग में रहेंगे तब उस क्वेश्चंस का आंसर है आपके पास वो अगर आज होता है तो उसका जवाब आज मिलेगा आरसीबी ऑन द अदर हैंड जैसे ऑन पेपर सॉलिड नजर आ रही है मैक्सवेल उनके पास है विराट कोहली है फैफ है उनके पास बॉलिंग अटैक देखिए हर्षल पटेल स्लोअर वन स्पेशलिस्ट मैंने उनका नाम दे दिया है हेजलवुड उनके पास है लगातार विकेट्स ले रहे हैं सिराज अच्छी बॉलिंग कर रहे हैं हसरंगा है जिनका रिकॉर्ड सैमसंग के अगेंस्ट अच्छा है तो ऑन पेपर्स डेफिनेटली आज वो स्ट्रांग लग रहे हैं लेकिन ऑन द फील्ड कैसे परफॉर्मेंस करेंगे उस पे डिपेंड करता है क्या एज अ यूनिट वो क्लिक करेंगे सबसे बड़ा क्वेश्चन डिफरेंस है ना दोनों टीम में आरआर क्या कर रही है एज अ यूनिट क्लिक कर रही है बॉलिंग में दोनों स्पिनर विकेट नहीं ले रहे अश्विन, लेकिन विकेट ले रहे हैं चाहल, प्रसिद्ध कृष्णा विकेट ले रहे हैं, ट्रेंट बोल्ट नहीं ले रहे हैं। सो एज अ यूनिट वो क्लिक कर रहे हैं, सामने आरसीबी को एज अ यूनिट क्लिक करना होगा। मैच अच्छा होगा,
Yes.
मैच अच्छा होने वाला है, लेकिन कौन आज अच्छा खेलेगा उस पर डिपेंड करेगा।
RCB.
मैं तो जवाब ही नहीं दे रही ना, मैं तो चुप ही हूँ आज।
मत
मुझे
बोलो।
मुझे
Last
रियली
match
बस
भी-
एक अच्छा मैच देखना है। बहुत हो गए ये बहुत जल्दी खत्म होने वाले मैच। रीमा जी आज हम थोड़ा सा लेट तक चलाएंगे, प्लीज आप प्रिपेयर रहिएगा।
मेरा मतलब था टाइम से खत्म करो, जो टाइम लिमिट दिया जा रहा है, अदरवाइज पेनल्टी करो। मेरा मतलब नहीं था कि तुम 68 पे आउट हो जाओगे, मेरी गलती नहीं है।
let's hope
आरसीबी ने दिल पे
let's hope
लेके
a super over match. Let's hope a
हाँ
super over
अभिजीत,
match today. Let's hope a
ओह
super over match
आज
today.
नहीं यार, इतना टेंशन नहीं ले सकते उस दिन में। नहीं
No,
नहीं,
I
not-
think today is
स्ट्रेस आता
possible.
है, स्ट्रेस आता है।
नहीं स्ट्रेस नहीं
That's
स्ट्रेस
okay.
नहीं लेना।
Let's have
आरआर
some. I
ना
mean,
ना ना, मेरे को नहीं
audience
लगता कि
also have
सुपर
some.
ओवर
अभिजीत
जाएगा यहाँ पे।
आपका घर स्टेडियम के पास ही है। पुणे में तो स्टेडियम बहुत दूर है, आपको घर नहीं आना है?
Please don't ask. If super over happens today, I'll probably reach 3 a.m. tomorrow.
सुपर ओवर happens today, are you going to dance?
किसी को
नहीं,
मुंबई की डांस तो मिली
not
नहीं
probably.
हमें।
Don't worry. IPL खत्म होने के पहले एक बार तो definitely हो जाए.
14
Where
के
Mumbai is
दिन
out
तो
now
मुंबई
already.
जीतेगा। उस दिन मैं पोस्ट शो में नहीं भी रहूंगा तो आ जाऊंगा डांस देखने।
उस दिन हम सबको लाएंगे। एवरीवन इज गोइंग
हाँ।
टू बी हियर टू वॉच दैट डांस।
12 आदमी पोस्ट शो में, स्क्रीन में फिट नहीं हो रहा है कि एक आदमी को देखना है खाली डांस
No,
में।
actually
अभिजीत
मुंबई का जब
डांस।
मैच होता है ना, मुंबई के मैच के पहले थोड़ा स्टेप रिहर्स कर लेता हूँ, लेकिन फिर ऐसा खेल लेते तो देन व्हाट टू डे। मैं तो
अभिजीत
Then the dance
टेंशन
will be
मत
very
लो,
good because then the dance will be very good because you have been rehearsing for 8 games.
Yeah.
लेकिन ज्योति फायदा कुछ नहीं हो रहा है, टेंशन मत लो, मुंबई बिल्कुल आपके साथ है। ना वो
दो-
जीतेगा ना वो
दो-
आपको डांस करने देगा।
और 2 मैच के बाद अगर जीत जाएंगे तो रोहित शर्मा अभिजीत को बोलेंगे पिच के ऊपर ही डांस कर ले भाई, यही चल रहा है।
तो मैं ये मान लूं, हम सब नहीं, जॉयदा, वेदा और रीमा आरसीबी के साथ है। अभिजीत आप आरआर के साथ हैं?
See, I'm going with RR today because they're batting first, in-form team. I don't know how RCB will recover from the last match, 68 पे all out हुए थे. It will be tough for them. And आज अगर कोई शायद दूसरी टीम होती, तो मैं I would have gone with RCB. But Rajasthan Royals, I think, hot favorite, batting first. RCB has to do something incredibly different today because RR इस सीजन में पहले बैटिंग करते हुए हारा नहीं है कोई भी मैच.
You're talking
I'm-
both
I'm-
sides, Abhijit.
Beaji, RCB is a very
Talking both
strong team,
sides.
lot of match winners, and but for obvious reasons, I have to
Yeah.
go with RR.
No, but that is true. Right? RCB is such a strong team. RCB is strong team. I mean,
Abhijit, I'm with you,
definitely.
brother. Don't worry.
यस।
He has to flip, no, at the end.
I don't have a choice.
बट एक बात सही है कि कोई भी मैच जो उन्होंने जब पहले बैटिंग की है, आरआर ने उसे अपने स्कोर को डिफेंड किया है और जीते हैं। इट कुड बी अनदर डे लाइक दैट, बट वी रियली हैव
Cracking
टू
game
वॉच। आई
coming
थिंक
up. Cracking game
nobody
coming
is
up.
even predicting the score right now because we all want to see how much Joss Butler is going to score.
I think my prediction also gone in most of the time right way before even one day of the match.
Last
RCB
5
and-
games, by the way, is 5-0 in favor of the Royal Challengers. And I just had a look at the pitch. It looked like a really good one. You know, even sprinkling of grass, not green. So maybe a high-scoring game on the cards.
Possibly. Let's hope it's a high scoring match, and at the same time it's a good fight and it's a close contest that we get to see. I'm going to meet you all again tonight and we'll discuss the match. For now, I also have a video that I was talking about, which Abhijit has sent us from the stadium by the fans, the supporters who are at the stadium finally to watch a match that's happening in Pune today. So enjoy that, and I'll see you guys tonight. Thank you very much.
See you
Have a good
guys.
day.
It's Battle of Royal today here at Pune's MCA Stadium, where Rajasthan Royals will take on Royal Challengers Bengaluru. Rajasthan Royals are in tremendous form thanks to the orange cap holder Joss Butler and purple cap holder Yajuvendra Chahal. On the other side, Royal Challengers Bengaluru had a terrible loss against Sunrisers Hyderabad. They were all out for 68, but this is the same RCB side that has defeated Rajasthan Royals earlier this season. Will they repeat it tonight, or Rajasthan wins and goes at the top of the table? So you can see here, the girls are supporting and the boys are supporting Rajasthan. क्या कारण है राजस्थान रॉयल्स को सपोर्ट कर रहे हैं आप?
संजू सैमसन
हाँ, क्योंकि पहले मैच में आरसीबी ने राजस्थान रॉयल्स को हराया था। बट ये बताइए, लास्ट मैच में आरसीबी 68 रन पे ऑल आउट हुआ था, तो आज लगता है राजस्थान रॉयल्स भी उनको उससे कम में ऑल आउट करेगी?
100 के अंदर होंगे।
So I have with me some pretty ladies who have come all the way from Bangalore. Who do you think will win today's match?
RCB.
So tell me one thing, who are you fan of?
Virat Kohli, obviously.
So that's why she got RCB on one side and Rajasthan Royals. Oh, that's Devdutt Padikkal. So what do you think about Virat Kohli's form?
I mean, he's a legend and he's played so well for so long, so I'm sure he'll bounce back. Everyone goes through these phases, and I'm sure he'll bounce back even stronger.
So do you think you girls are the lucky charm for Virat today?
Yeah!
Headache for RCB is still the form of Virat Kohli. He hasn't played to his potential. Will be Pune lucky for him? And will the Punekars see the fire of Virat Kohli here at Pune Stadium? For Rev Sports, Abhijit Deshmukh, Pune.